Exotic Trying This Again book review. Now, I did this before without spoilers, and very hard to do a book review that's a sequel of a book to do without spoilers, so they're going to be spoilers. So this is the second series in the Hunger Games, and the first book, it could have just ended right there, but there's so, I don't know about so much intrigue per se, but it's interesting to deal now with the repercussions of this particular Hunger Games, and, you know, the way Katniss sort of, unbeknownst to her, pretty much said, hey, I'm the symbol of a rebellion that she knew nothing about. And because of the repercussions of what she and Peeta subconsciously did, this book takes you through that, how that tiny little spark turned into a total flagration. I don't know, lots and lots more fire. It turned into an inferno. And they kind of, I still don't know how I feel about Peeta and Katniss's relationship. I mean, of course, he's got the hugest torch for her, pun, and she's kind of like, eh. So there's still kind of that, doesn't she like him, and then he throws in the whole thing, well, no, she's pregnant, but that sort of doesn't really do anything for them, even though she isn't, obviously, but, you know, that's just playing to the crowd, that I don't think it no longer cares, because all the districts are now saying, screw Capitol. And I was kind of hoping they'd kind of go more into kind of District 13, but assuming that's kind of happening in the third book. And I kind of like these games a little better than the first one, because this one, they have to deal with the Court of Well, where every 25 years, who was ever alive left from previous Hunger Games, all the winners have to fight each other, which kind of sucks because they sort of formed a bond. And you've got like an old lady, you've got a couple of crazy people, and of course Haymitch didn't participate because you'd end up with 3 of them from 12, so it's just back to Katniss and Peeta. And I think Peeta's his own worst enemy, I don't know. So is that getting his butt kicked somehow. But I liked the characters. In a way, you kind of get to know them more, because the first ones, they were just kids, and they just pretty much, here you are, you're toast. Here, there's background to these people. And now even more so, since they have a whole rebellion going on, in previous winners, and people you wouldn't expect, kind of, you know, fighting against the Empire, as it were. So, it's basically one giant story chopped up into 3, almost like Star Wars, where they can be separate, but you kind of need to know what happens beforehand. And again, this kept the pace. This not a dull moment. I liked the clock idea. That was interesting, where you not only had to fight each other, you had to fight the arena as well. So I'm really looking forward to the third one. It's kind of going to be sad when it's over. I'm pretty sure the movie won't do it justice, but again, this is a very visual book. It's easy to picture what they're trying to do without going to like such finite detail. So I can see how this was easily put into a movie. And I don't think they'd need too much CG either. Except for the, you know, on fire part in the first one. This one, too, was kind of like, you go back to District 12 and things change, and not for the good. And more so in the third book, which I kind of beat to head. So, if you've read the first one, you have to read the second one. And I was glad I hocked up the $10 for this. So, very interesting. Definitely keeps you interested in the book. Hasn't strayed far from the first one. It bleeds easily in. So yeah, this is so far 2 out of 3 really awesome books. So we'll see how they, you know, ended on the third one. And maybe when I'm done, I might watch the movies. We'll see. Oh, definitely worth a pickup. Check it out. Thumbs up for me. Can't wait to get to the third one. Yay. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this one made sense. Do comment down below if you think the movie or the books are better. Remember to share, rate, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time. Sunday, I got these things right.